Hey there, language lovers. Welcome back to Vitz Vibes, the podcast where we explore the fun, fascinating, and sometimes tricky world of English. Whether you're listening from your morning commute, your cozy study corner, or a busy cafe somewhere, thank you for being here. This is your host, Jamie, bringing you another episode packed with learning, laughter, and a touch of linguistic magic. Today's episode is all about discovering how English isn't just a subject we study. It's a living, breathing part of our daily lives. From the words we choose to the way we express our thoughts, English shapes the way we connect with the world. So grab a notebook if you want to take notes, or just relax and listen, because by the end of this episode, you'll look at English in a whole new light. Let's start with a simple question. How often do you use English without even realizing it? Maybe you check your phone and see messages in English. Maybe you listen to a song, watch a movie, or scroll through social media, all in English. Even if you live in a non-English speaking country, chances are this language quietly shapes your world. English has become more than just a means of communication. It's a bridge. It connects people from different cultures, professions, and dreams. Imagine this. You're traveling abroad, standing at a busy airport, surrounded by people from all over the world. What language do most people switch to when they need to understand each other? You guessed it, English. It may not be anyone's first language there, but it becomes everyone's second. That's what makes learning English such a powerful skill. It opens doors, not just to jobs, travel, or study, but to understanding people in deeper ways. Every new word or phrase you learn adds another thread to the web of global connection. Now, let's talk about something every English learner knows all too well: mistakes. Have you ever said something in English, then immediately thought, "Wait, was that right?" You're not alone. Here's the good news. Mistakes aren't your enemy. They're your best teachers. Think about it. When you first learned to ride a bike, you probably fell a few times. But every fall taught you balance. The same happens with language. When you misuse a word or mix tenses, that tiny dose of embarrassment is actually your brain's way of learning. In English learning, there's something called the productive struggle. It means that the more effort you put into figuring something out, even if you get it wrong at first, the stronger your memory becomes. So next time you stumble, smile and say, "That's one more step forward." After all, even native speakers make mistakes daily. Here's a fun fact. English has over 1 million words. Of course, most speakers only use around 20,000 to 30,000 in daily life, but that's still an incredible amount. With so many choices, how do we know which words to use? That's where context comes in. The power of English lies not in how fancy your vocabulary is, but in how well you use words for each situation. Let's take the word walk. It's simple, right? But in different contexts, we might say stroll, march, wander, stride, or amble. Each one paints a slightly different picture. Let's try an example. Imagine 2 sentences. She walked into the room. Ew, she strutted into the room. In the first sentence, we picture something neutral. In the second, there's confidence and flair. One tiny word change completely changes the emotion. This is what makes English expressive. Each word carries not just meaning, but mood, rhythm, and personality. So when you expand your vocabulary, don't just memorize definitions. Play with words. Feel them. Notice how they sound, how they change the tone, and how they make listeners feel. That's how you turn from a learner into a communicator. Now, let's talk about rhythm. English is often described as a stress-timed language, which means some syllables are stressed more strongly than others, creating a natural beat. Think of it like music. The stressed syllables are the drum beats that keep everything in time. For example, say this sentence out loud. I want to go to the market. If you listen closely, you'll notice that want, go, and market stand out. The small words in between move quickly and lightly, like background notes. Native speakers don't even think about this pattern, but it's one of the secrets to sounding natural. Try practicing with short sentences, listening for rhythm and flow. You can even practice with your favorite English songs or movie dialogues. Notice how words connect, how some sounds disappear, and how others stretch out for emphasis. Once you tune your ear to the rhythm, speaking will feel far more natural. One reason English is so rich is that it borrows from many cultures. Words like piano from Italian, cafe from French, and bungalow from Hindi all live side by side in this global language. Learning English is like traveling without leaving home. Every word carries a story of how people and cultures have interacted over centuries. Understanding idioms and expressions is another key part of this cultural mix. When someone says, "It's raining cats and dogs," they don't mean animals are falling from the sky. It's just a quirky way to say it's raining heavily. These idioms may seem strange at first, but that's what makes English fun. They add humor, creativity, and personality to how we speak. Learning English is not a sprint, it's a marathon. And like any long journey, motivation can rise and fall. So how do you keep your energy alive? The secret is to make English part of your daily rhythm, not just something you study. Here are a few ideas. Change your phone's language to English. It forces you to think in English even during small tasks. Watch movies or series with subtitles. Start with ones you love. Familiar stories make it easier to learn. Keep a daily English journal, even if it's just a few lines. Express your thoughts, not just grammar. Find a conversation partner or online community. Speaking regularly turns knowledge into instinct. Remember, small daily habits matter more than big once-a-week sessions. Consistency builds fluency. So, as we wrap up today's episode, let's reflect for a moment. English is more than grammar rules or test scores. It's a way to express yourself, connect with others, and open your world to new experiences. Every time you listen, read, or speak, you're growing, even if it doesn't always feel like it. The most important thing to carry with you from today's episode is confidence. You're already on the journey, and that means progress is happening. Don't compare yourself to others. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday. Every mistake, every mispronounced word, every long pause, it's all part of your beautiful learning story. Thank you for tuning in to Vit's Vibes. If you enjoyed this episode, share it with a friend who's learning. Remember, language learning isn't just about studying words. It's about experiencing life more deeply through them. Until next time, keep practicing, keep smiling, and keep the vibes alive. You've got this.